Terence Stamp was one of Britain's most distinctive and charismatic actors, known for his intense screen presence, striking looks, and versatility that allowed him to move easily from British cinema's golden era of the 1960s to Hollywood blockbusters and acclaimed character roles later in life. Born on July 22, 1938, in Stepney, London, he came from a working-class family. His father, Thomas Stamp, worked as a tugboat stoker on the River Thames, while his mother, Ethel, took care of the home. Growing up in post-war East London, Stamp's early life was marked by modest means, but a strong sense of resilience and independence that would serve him well as he pursued a career in the arts. From an early age, he displayed a love for films and storytelling. However, his path into acting was not straightforward. After finishing school, he worked in a series of odd jobs, from clerical work to manual labor, before deciding to pursue drama more seriously. Stamp enrolled at the Webber Douglas Academy of Dramatic Art in London, a move that changed the trajectory of his life. It was here that he developed his craft, honing his voice, posture, and presence, which would later captivate audiences around the world. Stamp's breakthrough came in 1962 when he was cast in Peter Ustinov's film Billy Budd. His performance as the innocent sailor Billy Budd earned him critical acclaim, including an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor and a Golden Globe for Most Promising Newcomer. Almost overnight, he became one of the most talked about young actors in Britain, hailed as part of a new wave of performers bringing raw authenticity to the screen. During the 1960s, Stamp solidified his reputation as a leading man. He starred in Term of Trial, 1962, opposite Laurence Olivier, and then in The Collector, 1965. Directed by William Wyler, which further showcased his ability to balance vulnerability with menace. He was equally compelling in Modesty Blaise, 1966, A Stylish Spy Caper, and Far from the Madding Crowd, 1967, where he played the dashing Sergeant Troy. His matinee idol looks, combined with a talent for embodying complex characters, made him a symbol of the swinging 60s in Britain. As the decade came to an end, Stamp's career encountered turbulence. After a much-publicized romance with actress Julie Christie and relationships with several high-profile figures, his personal life sometimes overshadowed his professional achievements. Work became harder to come by in the 1970s, and he spent several years abroad, traveling across India and the Far East in search of spiritual growth and self-discovery. This period of exploration distanced him from mainstream cinema, but it also broadened his worldview and gave him a philosophical depth that would later inform his performances. Stamp eventually returned to the screen with renewed vigor. In 1978, he was cast as General Zod in Superman, a role he reprised in Superman 2, 1980. His portrayal of the ruthless Kryptonian villain became iconic, cementing his status with a new generation of filmgoers. With his commanding voice and steely gaze, Stamp created one of cinema's most memorable antagonists, a character still referenced decades later. The 1980s and 1990s saw him move between Hollywood and independent cinema, taking on roles that highlighted his versatility. He appeared in Wall Street, 1987, as Sir Larry Wildman, a rival to Michael Douglas's Gordon Gekko, and in Stephen Frears' The Hit, 1984, where he delivered a nuanced performance as a gangster facing his own mortality. Later, he took on an unexpected role in The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, 1994, playing Bernadette, a transgender woman traveling across Australia. The part won him international acclaim and introduced him to audiences who had not previously been familiar with his earlier work. Stamp continued to remain active into the 2000s, appearing in major films such as The Limey, 1999, directed by Steven Soderbergh, in which his performance as a vengeful father was widely praised. He also appeared in Star Wars, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, 1999, playing Chancellor Valorum, and in comedies and dramas alike, including Bowfinger, 1999, and Get Smart, 2008. Even in his later years, he exuded a magnetic quality that made him stand out, whether as a lead or in supporting roles. Beyond acting, Stamp was also a writer and published several works, including memoirs and books on health and lifestyle. His memoir Stamp album, 1988, offered a candid look at his life, fame, and relationships, while his writings on diet and wellness revealed his interest in alternative approaches to health, something he had explored deeply during his travels in India. In his personal life, Stamp was known for his charm, intelligence, and sometimes reclusive nature. Though he never married until later in life, his relationships with high-profile women often made headlines. He eventually married Elizabeth O'Rourke in 2002, though the marriage was short-lived and ended in divorce a few years later. Despite his romantic ups and downs, Stamp remained a deeply private individual, often preferring the company of close friends, books, and spiritual pursuits over the glitz of Hollywood. Financially, Stamp enjoyed success throughout his long career. With steady work in films, royalties from his most iconic roles, and earnings from his writing, he built considerable wealth. By the time of his death, his net worth was estimated at around $10 million. Though not as vast as some of his Hollywood peers, it reflected a life well lived and a career that spanned 6 decades, marked by both commercial blockbusters and critically acclaimed performances. In his later years, Stamp remained admired as an elder statesman of British cinema, respected not only for his past achievements but also for his wisdom and thoughtful reflections on fame, art, and life. He continued acting into his 80s, appearing in television series and films, and lending his distinctive voice to narration and voiceover work. Terence Stamp passed away on August 7, 2025, at the age of 87. His cause of death was reported as complications from heart failure. His passing was widely mourned by the film community and fans around the world, who remembered him as an actor who brought depth, elegance, and intensity to every role he played. Tributes poured in from directors, co-stars, and admirers who praised not only his talent, but also his generosity of spirit and his unwavering commitment to his craft. Stamp's legacy is one of resilience and reinvention. He began as a young star in the vibrant 1960s, faced challenges and periods of obscurity, but always found ways to return with renewed strength and surprising performances. His ability to embody both heroes and villains, to charm audiences with his charisma while unsettling them with his intensity, made him one of the great British actors of his generation. Today, Terence Stamp is remembered as more than just a matinee idol or a villain in a superhero movie. He is remembered as an artist who embraced life's complexities, who sought meaning beyond fame, and who left behind a body of work that continues to inspire. From Billy Budd to the Limey, from General Zod to Bernadette, Stamp's characters live on, reflecting the remarkable range and depth of an actor whose career remains a testament to the enduring power of cinema. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and kindly subscribe for more videos like this.